Let's see. I need paints so I can paint my cars. Or I can use a whole bunch of colors of paints. And I need a glue gun so I can stick pieces on them. I gotta get you. Let's see. Okay. Look at this. How many of you think that this was made in a shop with a whole bunch of machines? How many of you think this was made with two simple tools?
Yeah.
This was made with a knife and a file. It took a year. A knife and a file. And of course somebody swiped my file. Boy, those owls, they're always playing tricks on me, hiding everything when I need it. I'll have to think, oh, there it is. You should never accuse somebody unless you're absolutely sure. A file like this is all it took to make these shapes. And a lot of patience. This fits in the box. This won a first place in both speed and design. So, in life, we don't need a whole bunch of fancy things to get on. We can do a lot with simplicity. Pretty soon, in a few weeks, we're going to have an AWANA Grand Prix here on a Tuesday night. All of you by now should have seen Anita to buy a block of wood. If you use the excuse, well, I just have too much stuff to do, I got homework and I got to play with my Christmas gifts and I don't want to spend my weekends making cars and taking all this time, it's just a waste of time anyways. Well, you know what? It doesn't have to take a lot of time. You don't have to spend a year making something like this. You can spend 1 hour making something like this. And this will bring you as much joy and as much satisfaction as the item that you spent a year on. Because you will be participating in something that will teach you fairness and good sportsmanship. And I had a parent ask me tonight, well, why do the rules have to be so strict? Why do you have to use AWANA wheels? Why do you have to use AWANA axles? Why can't I just go buy this really expensive setup and put whatever I want on it? Well, let me see. You, come up here. No, not you. You. First row. Yes, you. Let's see. You, last row. Yeah, come up here. Okay, now you two are going to wrestle. Come on, you're going to wrestle. Do you think it's fair?
Yeah.
Do you think this is an even match?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In all honesty, do you think this would be fair?
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason there's rules. Fairness. Everybody starts with a base machine. A base block, base wheels, base axles. Everybody's car has to weigh 150 grams. Well, I don't know how to weigh my car. Well, simple. You go to the local dollar store and for $2 you can pick up a little plastic weigh scale for food, which will give you the graduations on it, which will show you how much it weighs. And as you build your car and add pieces, add things, you keep it on the weigh scale so that you never exceed the 150 grams. So when you bring it here a week before race, we weigh it and we know you're not cheating because you're even. Because he will wrestle. She will wrestle
Me.
her. And then we'll have some fairness. If I was to put you in the game room and have him on the tug of rope and you on the other end, who do you think would win? Yeah, because there's no fairness. So when you build your AWANA cars, there's no cheating. There's no adding weights here and there, because we'll know. We're going to weigh them all. We're going to inspect them all to make sure they meet the rules. They're all going to fit in this box. And the race is going to be run with full fairness. Yes?
I have a question about the race.
Yes.
Do you all race at one time? No.
No. We choose 4 people. There's 4 lanes on the track. We choose 4 people. Those 4 people race each other. The winner of that race gets to move on. We choose 4 other people. The winner of that 4 gets to move on, and so on, until everybody has raced, and the winners of each heat meet the next winners of the next heat. This way we find out which car is the fastest. There are awards for design, like this. And to win a design award, it does not have to be this fancy. It has to show imagination and effort. I mean, from the old days, the pencil, the eraser, the sharpener, to the new days, the mouse. There's imagination and simplicity. If you go home and you say, well, my dad doesn't have any tools, or my dad doesn't have time, or we don't know how to do this. There's leaders here. You can ask us. You can get a pre-cut car with a design already built in. Once you take the pre-cut car, you take it home, you paint it up, you add whatever you want to add to it, as long as the weight is not over 150 grams, and you race it. There are many leaders and people that take blocks home and cut them up and prepare them for kids that don't have the tools. There's a leader here that has a shop with lots of tools, has a truck with lots of tools, has experience with lots of toys. It's not too hard to ask your parent, to ask that leader, if he could spend some time in his shop making your car. It wouldn't be hard, it wouldn't take long. I'd be more than willing to do it. So, as we go forward, always remember that God gave us an instruction book. And we should follow those instructions on the way we live. And when we come to the AWANA Grand Prix, every block comes with instructions. Simple, detailed, easy to follow instructions. Follow these instructions and your car will always remain on the right path. Follow these instructions and your soul will be taken care of. And your life will be eternal. And you will be blessed. And you will be met in heaven in the greatest grace of all. So, that's what I have to say tonight. That it's not always about what you can get and what gifts you have, but what you yourself can do for yourself and for others. So instead of sitting and spending your night tonight, what did you get for Christmas? Oh, I got a Guitar Hero, and I got a Star Wars, and I got so many toys, I don't even know what to do anymore. Well, my bag is empty. It needs to be filled. We have a race in February. Let's start building, let's start getting ready, and let's start having fun.